Hello everyone, we are live, and what an absolute nightmare I've had with YouTube tonight to get this stream going for you. My goodness, I've had an absolute nightmare with this. So, you don't live stream, you won't really know what I'm talking about, but when we set up our live streams, it should default to a page where you can manage your stream and kind of set it, so that it will start in an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or something. But as I've clicked the button to set up the live stream, it's just been defaulting to a page that kind of starts the live stream sort of thing. It's very difficult to explain, but Savvy will know what I'm talking about with this. So there's something that's not right with YouTube today when we're starting up our live streams and setting them up. So something is very, very wrong with YouTube today. But so it's kind of like going to be two versions of this. There'll be the version that you are watching right now, the main version, and then there's like another one floating around in the nether kind of thing within YouTube systems. So there's going to be like two versions of this concurrently. But anyway, I've got it all set up. I've got it all set up for you, and so let's just close that one as well. Okay, so that's gone. So I've got it all set up for you, and it should be okay. So the feedback should be going right now, so that should be gone as well. So that should be clearing up very shortly. Sorry about that. I have the page open. I was hoping to be able to share the link across social media and on Gav's Weathervid, but is the echo gone? The echo should be gone now. I was hoping to be able to share the link to the video, to the live stream across all platforms for Gav's Weathervid, but I just ran out of time to be able to do it. I've been getting the chart set up, and with all of the other nightmares that I've had, with all of the other nightmares that I've had, I haven't had time to share the link. It's always on a Wednesday, isn't it? It's always on a Wednesday that we have this problem. Yes, but thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. The views for this are going to be down because I've not had time to share the link across Gav's Weathervid platforms. We won't have the normal amount of viewers that we normally get. But anyway, we shall be here until 6 o'clock, and I'm going to attempt to kind of live stream a 10 to 14 day video update. So yes, I'm going to attempt to do that, and hopefully we'll be able to be here with you until 6 o'clock. I'm going to calm myself down because this past hour, again, as always on a Wednesday when I'm attempting to do a live stream, this past hour has been an absolute and utter nightmare. I can't say any more than that, but I'm with friends, so you're all going to be very kind to me, I'm sure. So let's see who's in with us in the live chat, because there was a first version of this. I unexpectedly found myself going live on that version. Do you think it's time to pack up the Wednesday streams? Is it time to give up on it, really, and just concentrate on a Sunday? I don't know, but I do seem to be very, very cursed on a Wednesday, don't I? Right, so who is with us? So I'm going to go back as far as Savvy is with us. So Savvy saying, my pleasure. I hope you have a great stream, Gav. Thank you so much, Savvy. Sorry that you're sick, my friend. Sorry that you're unwell. So yes, I know you're not feeling very well today, and thank you so much for being with us, moderating our live stream when you are feeling so poorly. Also, I'm going to say thank you to Paul James as well for moderating also. So thank you to Savvy, thank you to Paul for moderating our live stream today. I'll give everyone until around 25 past 6, half past 6 to check in, and then we're going to live stream a 10 to 14 day video update. So Luke is with us. Gav, do you think we'll get any remnants of hurricanes during the autumn of 2020? I will think so at some point, Luke. It's bound to happen at some point. Iceman is with us as well, saying okay, Gav, see you then. So yeah, good evening, Iceman. Thanks so much for being with us. Jeffers Craft is with us as well. So Jeffers was here on the first stream. He's here now on the second stream as well. Alpha SB is with us. SB saying, I don't mind if we miss any storms because I've already had mine. So yes, indeed, SB. You've not done too badly for storms, have you? Thank you for being with us on our live stream. Sally saying 36, 37 is likely for London. Meanwhile, North Wales gets 21. Yeah, it's going to be hot on Friday down in the southeast, Savvy. Definitely is. Katrine is with us. Good evening, Katrine. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Right, let's scroll down. And also, Adrian is with us. Adrian Major, evening, Gavin. Evening, everyone. Good evening, Adrian. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Right, let's move on down as well. Mark Kanish is with us, saying also, Gavin, in winter, if you get northern blocking over Greenland, it makes us drier, but average, but in summer it doesn't. What's the reason? Probably because there's more energy available in the summer, Mark. There's more energy within the atmosphere, which will generate areas of low pressure. You have northern blocking in the winter, there's less energy available. Sometimes you can get the jet stream coming underneath the northern blocking even in the winter as well. Okay, so we've got Chris Taylor with us saying, hi everyone, see what happened in Beirut. Yeah, absolutely awful, isn't it? An explosion, absolutely terrible what's happened there. Okay, let's move on down. VK is with us saying hello. So good evening, VK. Thanks so much for being with us on our live stream. And also got Ibby saying can't wait for the fungy weather next week. Yeah, going to get pretty thundery next week, Ibby, by the look at it. Going to have a look at 12Z in a moment. So it'll be interesting to see what the 12Z has to say very, very shortly. Right, okay, so let's see what else you're saying. So here we go. Paul is telling me that it's sunny. Sunny where he is today. So yeah, definitely is. So we've got the little bit of echo that went on, so we resolved that. Sorry about that, everyone. I just forgot to close down the page where you're watching the video. To be honest, I was so busy trying to get all the charts, everything loaded up, I just forgot to do it. I was hoping to use the link for that to share across Gazwell's platforms, but I ran out of time to be able to do that. Okay, so Matt Mikey is saying, hi Gav, what do you think the chances are of reaching 40 degrees on Friday? By the way, I hear it's about 52 Celsius in Iraq. I don't think we'll reach 40, Mikey. I don't think we're going to get sufficient levels of heat to be able to do that. So no, I don't think we're going to reach 40 degrees on Friday. But sort of 35, 36 definitely looks possible. At the outside, we could get to 37, something like Heathrow. We'll have to see. Have to see about that. Okay, you're all telling me that the echo is gone, so luckily that didn't last for too long, did it? So we soon managed to resolve that one. Sorry about that, everyone. So Shiram is with us. Good evening, Shiram. And also Michael Campbell is with us as well. So good evening to both of you. When we had that echo thing like a couple of months ago, I didn't know until around halfway through the live stream, but now I was aware like right at the very start. And that tells you how much quicker I'm going through the live chat. It used to be so slow getting through the live chat. It used to take me like half an hour just to like get the first few in, and I remember that when I was doing the live streams for the winter updates, I sort of had to stop with those halfway through the live chat. I never got to the end of the live chat on those, so I do get through the live chat much quicker now, don't I? But of course that means that some people get missed out. So some of the comments do get missed out. So if there's anything you want to ask and I miss it, you can flag it up through Super Chat. Super Chat is enabled for this live stream. You don't have to, but it's a way of flagging it up and letting letting me see it. Jeffers Craft saying live streams are fun even when there's problems. Yeah, they are, Jeffers, but sometimes I do get a little bit stressed with them. I must admit, I am kind of thinking that it might be time to pull the plug on the Wednesday stream, but I don't know. People seem to like the Wednesday streams, even with all of the problems that we have. But if anything's going to go wrong, I can always guarantee that it's going to go wrong on a Wednesday. We've got 70 concurrent viewers with us right now, which I'm very surprised about, because I have not been able to share this live stream across Gav's web-based platforms. I've been unable to do that, so I'm very, very surprised that we've got so many people with us. But thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on this Wednesday evening. Please give us a like on the video if you haven't yet on the live stream. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying the live stream. It does help us with the algorithm. And yeah, so get involved in the live chat. I want you to chat with one another as well, and yeah, that's absolutely great. Thank you so much, everybody. So Adam, weather fan, is with us, saying hi all, it's very warm out there. Next week, thunderstorms in the south. We're going to have a look at 12s there very shortly, Adam. So we will do that very, very shortly. I think the thunderstorm risk will get more widespread across many parts of the country, actually, through the course of next week. So I don't see why you should be left out on it, really. But we'll have a look at 12Z in a little while. So yes, we will definitely do that. Alpha SB is saying cursed Wednesday. Yes, I am rather. Aren't I, SB? I'm sure everybody's noticed this. If it's going to go wrong, it will usually go wrong on a Wednesday. Although a couple of weeks ago, I did have a few problems on a Sunday stream, which is a first. Never had any problems on a Friday night, funnily enough. Famous last words for that, of course, I suppose. But yeah, so it's always a Wednesday, isn't it? Always seems to be a Wednesday. TA saying, Gav, is the record going to fall in the next 7 days? Not sure what record you mean. TA, you talking about like maximum temperature record, maybe what we set last year at Cambridge Botanical Gardens. I don't think there's any sign of like a maximum UK maximum temperature record going in the next week, but we shall see. We're certainly, I mean, we had the heat spike last week when we had our third hottest day on record. So we shall see how it plays out. But at the moment, I don't think there's any sign of any record-breaking heat. But time will tell. These days, rule nothing in, rule nothing out either. Okay, so let's have a look at one or two more of your comments. So Duncan is saying, hi, you're looking hot this weekend. Yeah, it looks like the south could hang on to quite hot weather, actually, right way into the weekend. So it's essentially normally it's going to cool down after Friday, but the far south and southeast is just a suggestion now in a lot of model output that things could stay pretty hot there right way through the weekend, Duncan. We shall see. Trevor Hall is with us saying, hi guys, hope you're okay. I'm fine, thank you, Trevor. Just a little bit stressed trying to set up this live stream, but I'm okay, my friend. We did hit 80 concurrent viewers a couple of minutes ago, so thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on this Wednesday evening. Jeffers Craft is saying, no, don't give up. So you want me to carry on streaming then, Jeffers, on a Wednesday? So I probably will do, but it's not very good for my blood pressure, I have to say. It's not very good for my blood pressure, but I'm fine, you know. It's just one of those things, really. So, I mean, you know, I appreciate that everybody is here with me. It's absolutely fantastic that you all are, but you know, just got to take it as a bit of fun, really. So if things go wrong, then you've got to laugh at it, really, haven't you? But it isn't. I do prefer it when things run more smoothly, I have to say. Michael Campbell is saying it's my birthday on Friday, the best day of the year. So that's going to be the 7th of August, isn't it, Michael? So happy birthday, man. I'll give you a birthday shout out today, shall I, as it's only 2 days away. We could do it on Sunday as well, I suppose, but I'll definitely say happy birthday. If everybody can say happy birthday to Michael for Friday, then that'll be great. Happy birthday, my friend, and I hope you have a lovely day Savvy for your birthday on Friday. And yeah, have a great time, whatever you're doing. Mohammed Hassan saying just found a newborn kitten in the bush, so I hope you look after it, Mohammed. I don't know what you're going to do with that. It must belong to somebody, I suppose, mustn't it? So yeah, but thanks for being with us on our live stream tonight. Katrine is with us, Katrine Beso, saying, thank you, Savvy, for being our moderator. I hope you will be feeling better soon. Yes, Savvy's been feeling unwell today. So, Savvy's been feeling a little bit on the poorly side today. So, if everybody can say happy birthday to Michael, as I just said, and if everybody can say get well soon to Savvy, that would be great. And thank you so much, Savvy, for moderating our live stream tonight. I'm just looking at the live chat because I can see that we've got a few people asking questions. So I'm kind of doing 2 or 3 things at once. So sorry about that. Shiram is saying, hello, Gavin. Do you know if we're going to have? Do you know if we're going to feature the Indian SST and Indian Ocean? So you're talking about the IOD, Shiram. Are we going to feature the IOD, Indian Ocean Sea Surface Temperature Anomalies, in the winter updates? I still haven't decided yet on that. It'll probably be one of the last things I decide, so I haven't decided yet. The problem is, the more we feature, the longer the updates are going to go. So I'm in 2 minds about it, really. So the more we feature, the longer the updates will go. They're already like an hour, probably over an hour, really. Excuse me, probably over an hour. A lot of these winter updates. It's a very, very long time to ask people to sit there and watch the information. I do have people getting on to me already about how long the winter updates are. Some people would prefer the winter updates to be half an hour. I know this. I do try and push winter updates to an hour, make them a little bit special. But anything after an hour, and last year's most of them went on over an hour, and I do worry about that because it is getting, to the point of testing people's tolerance, I think. How long people are going to be prepared to sit there and watch it for. Although, really, the idea with the winter updates is we do them once a week. The idea with it is that you will sort of watch them in segments, I suppose. So I'm not really expecting everybody to. I mean, if you want to watch the winter update all in one go, lasting for an hour, then it's absolutely fine. If you want to do that, no problem whatsoever. That's fine by me. But I'm sort of not expecting people to watch those winter updates all in one go, the whole hour in one go. I'm sort of thinking that they will watch maybe 15 minutes one day, 15 minutes another day, 15 minutes another day, and watch them spread it out through the week, if you see what I mean. So that makes, if people do it that way, it does make it a little bit more manageable. But even so, I think when we push the winter updates to like an hour, over an hour, it is possibly testing people's tolerance a little bit, and so that is why I'm in 2 minds about whether to start featuring, to come back to Sheeran's point, whether I'm in 2 minds about whether to start featuring the Indian Ocean dipole, Indian Ocean Sea Surface Temperature Anomalies or not. So I will probably decide sometime around when I create the first winter update, which is going to be like on the night of the 5th of September. It may not be until then that I finally decide whether to start including the IOD or not. But it is something that I know a lot of people would like to see included. Heard a lot about it last winter. It was pinpointed as one of the culprits for why we had the polar vortex of doom and why we had such an Atlantic-driven, mild, wet and windy winter. So all I can say at the moment is watch this space. I'm considering it definitely, but yeah. So just watch this space, and you'll find out soon whether we're going to start including the IOD, the Indian Ocean dipole, Indian Ocean Sea Surface Temperature Anomalies, essentially, along with like Pacific and Atlantic Sea Surface Temperature Anomaly data. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Sherm. It's like a half and half answer. It hasn't really answered, I know that, but it's as much as I can say at this stage. Right, okay, so GB James Young saying SEMA GFS. So I'm going to have a look at that very shortly, James. No spoilers, no spoilers. Isaac Shaw is with us saying, hi, do you think it's likely that we will get a Storm Watch for Tuesday to Thursday because the radar looks lively? I would suspect it's very likely we're going to get Stormwatch coming up either over weekend or more likely early next week. I think it's very likely you will be seeing Stormwatch very, very soon. Okay, so scroll down to the bottom of the chat. So if we go back and have a look at where we got to. So it's very busy in my live chat. Actually, I'm absolutely amazed. We're at 85 concurrent viewers. I have not had time, because of all the problems I had setting it up, I have not had time to share this live stream across Gaz Webby's social media accounts. So it's not embedded onto the homepage at gazwebbies.com, and it's not embedded and shared across Twitter and Facebook either, because I just didn't have time to do it. So I am pretty surprised, I have to say. I am pretty surprised. But thank you everybody for being with us, and don't forget to give us a like on the live stream. Okay, Taffy's in with us saying, I'm late. Hi everyone, so good evening, Taffy. VK is saying, Gav, will you use green screen? Will you use green screen live? Live savvy or something. So I'm not sure what that's about, VK. If you can confirm what you're asking there, that would be great. Are you asking whether I'm going to use a green screen? If you're asking whether I'm going to use a green screen, the answer is no. I won't be using a green screen anytime soon. They're here in the living room at Gazworthy's Towers, and I don't really think it would be appropriate to kind of put up a green screen in the middle of the living room in Gazworthy's Towers. So no, there will not be a green screen showing up in the videos anytime soon. Sorry about that. Okay, so what else are you saying? So we've also got Nathan with us. So good evening, Nathan. Thanks so much for being with us on this live stream. Johan is with us as well. So good evening, Johan. Who else with us? Alpha SB is saying 40 degrees will be dangerous. Yes, it would, SB. That would get us to... How hot will that get us? That gets us around 104 Fahrenheit. So hopefully we don't get to 30... hopefully don't get to 40 degrees anytime soon. Carl H is with us saying about the GFS. So we're going to look at that very shortly. No spoilers, no spoilers, no spoilers. We're going to have a look at the GFS very, very soon. Okay, so let's scroll down and Adrian saying no, please Wednesday live stream if you can. So okay, we'll keep Wednesday live streams if you want to see them, but just bear in mind they're not very good for my blood pressure. But if you want to see the Wednesday streams, then we will keep doing them if people want to see them. Okay, so Harvey Harbour is saying keep going with Wednesday live streams. Okay, we'll keep Wednesday live streams going if you're enjoying them. So Neil Cutler is saying, evening Gav and everyone, cloudy, muggy and breezy, looking forward to some sunshine and potential storms. Yeah, it's got muggy today, hasn't it? Bringing in a muggy air mass today. It's not very pleasant at all, is it today? It's only going to get warmer and hotter from here, I think. City Andy is thanking Savvy moderating and hoping Savvy feels better. Yes, Savvy's been poorly today, so thank you so much, Savvy, for moderating. Also, thank you to Paul as well. Let's not forget Paul moderating with us also. So thank you to both Savvy and to Paul for moderating tonight. So Jeffers Cross saying you try not to laugh with your bro was great. So yeah, that's a video Savvy did. Savvy did a video with his brother. So go to Savvy's channel, have a look at that. It's really good fun, really good laugh. So have a look at that, and it's a cracking video, that one. So yeah, have a look and have a look at that on Savvy's channel. Right, let's scroll down. In around 5 minutes, I'm going to start doing the 10 to 14 day video update. So just another 5 minutes to wait, and then we'll see how we get on doing the 10 to 14 day video update. Hopefully, everything will go okay. I'm not going to chance my luck, though, so I'm not going to presume anything the way this evening has gone for me. So we'll see how we get on. So Michael's saying thank you everyone for birthday wishes. That's absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. Michael. Setha saying warm days aren't bad, but warm nights are the worst. I'm quite lucky that when it's hot at night and humid at night, it doesn't really stop me sleeping normally. So I'm quite lucky with that. But I know that it does affect some people. Adam Morris is saying, why are there 2 streams live currently? Yeah, something's gone wrong with YouTube, Adam. So there has been a problem setting up the live streams. It's been defaulting to like a page that starts the stream off straight away instead of being able to set it up and sort of create the stream later, if you see what I mean. So there's an issue with YouTube today that's caused all sorts of problems. So after this stream is ended, I will get rid of the other one that's just sort of floating around and not doing anything. So I'll get rid of that once I've ended this live stream. But there's an issue with YouTube where we're setting up the live stream, and that's what's caused me so many problems this evening. There's some sort of problem at play within YouTube setting up the live stream. So I'll get rid of that though when I've stopped this stream, and there'll just be the one version of this. And then hopefully everything will be running smoothly when we next live stream, whatever issue there is within YouTube tonight, where we're setting up the live streams and it's creating like 2 versions of it. Whatever the issue is, then hopefully that will be resolved when we do the next live stream, because something is definitely not right within YouTube today when we're creating our live streams, unfortunately. Right, and that's what's given me such a stressful evening. But there we go, these things happen. We've got Katrine saying, I love the winter updates and never find them too long as I watch them in one go. They are so informative and very interesting videos and never seem too long. That's great, that's absolutely lovely, Katrine. Thank you so much for that. Some people do get on to me about them being too long, I have to say. But most people seem to enjoy them. But as I say, I'm always a little bit wary about pushing them any further than like an hour, and last year's were running over an hour a lot of the time, so I'm always a little bit wary about doing that. Iceman is complimenting me on the living room. Thank you so much, Iceman. Yes, we have got quite a nice living room. VK saying that's fine, Gav. So yeah, thank you, VK. Matthew Orchard is with us as well. Good evening, Matthew. Where the time lapses daily, saying July has been a disappointment for Thunder. Yeah, no, it's been great, has it? Simon Collins, Gav, add an interval to the long winter updates. Your work is fantastic. I do put little breaks in as I go along. That's something I've started doing over the years. You know, I'll put in a little break where I'll say, we're going to stop the stream there. You can get yourself a cup of tea and we'll meet back in a couple of minutes. I usually put around 3 of those in through the winter update. So that is something I've started doing. Hopefully people, you know, at that point, they will end the winter update and go away and come back to it a little bit later on. I'm hoping people like spread it out over the week if they don't want to watch it all in one go, which I realise is a lot to do. But yeah, so that's something I've started doing quite a lot more over the years. Mikey Pearce is with us. Where Time Lapses Daily is with us. So we've also got Dylan Holbrook with us today. He's saying he's late. It's okay, Dylan. We're only halfway through, so still got plenty to go. You haven't missed the screen share section either, so that is absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. Johan is saying there are almost no indications of a cold winter for the EU I've seen. So well, it's very early days on that. I mean, it's only August, isn't it? We've got Jefferscraft saying, I feel a cold winter is coming for where I am, which you're thinking maybe, do you get cold winters in California, Jeffers? Does it get that cold in California? Maybe it does. Maybe you do get it quite cold over there in California. Right then, so everybody's in with us, and I think at that point we're going to move over and attempt, anyway, to do the screen sharing. So, hello, good evening. We've got 92 concurrent viewers. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on our live stream this evening. Yeah, so I'm going to move over now, and we'll do that little bit of screen capturing. So, we've got to remember what I'm going to do here. So, it's been a very, very long evening. I'm going to turn off the webcam. That's going to go, and I'm going to get rid of the image as well. The image is gone. I'm going to put up the display capture. So there we go. We are now display capturing, and we are going to move over to, first of all, the National Hurricane Center. So this is what we're currently seeing with National Hurricane Center. We have one disturbance area now. We've got this yellow X just here. And that is disturbance 1 with a 10% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. So National Hurricane Center is saying with this, a small and well-defined low-pressure system located a few hundred miles southwest of Bermuda is producing disorganized showers and a few thunderstorms. The low has been nearly stationary along the, during the past several hours, but is forecast to drift southwestwards during the next couple of days. Any development of this disturbance should be slow to occur due to dry air and increasing upper level winds. So it doesn't look like we have to worry about that one at the moment. At the moment, it looks like the tropics have gone a little bit quieter, so we shouldn't have to worry about that for the time being. So let's have a look at the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. We're looking at Oxford today as the last place that we looked at. Now, I know last week some people were unable to see the ensembles, so hopefully these are working for everyone. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Oxford, and we're just got a little bit above average at the moment. We're going to see those temperatures lifting up further over the next few days, so it is going to become very warm, as I say, from Friday. This is turning into quite a prolonged warm spell now, with the upper air temperatures between around 15 and 20 degrees at 850 HPA. This is turning into a prolonged spell of warm weather. Now, once this is out of the way, so once we get around the middle part of August, then we start to see the upper air temperatures beginning to lower a little bit, but still generally staying on the warmer than average side, to be honest. Still generally staying a little bit warmer than average into the second half of August. But I mean, for the next sort of weeks, maybe next 10 days, it does look significantly warmer than average, I have to say. Well above that red 30-year upper air temperature average line. Precipitation-wise, so reasonable amount of dry weather through the rest of this week into the weekend, onto the early part of next week, and then through next week, the rainfall spikes are coming back big time. So it does look as though not only is it going to be very warm next week, it's also going to be potentially wet. I would think a lot of that is going to be thunder. A lot of that could be thunderstorms coming up next week. So it looks pretty lively, to say the least, next week. Beyond that, it looks as though we still have some precipitation spikes as potentially cooling down a little bit. But I have to emphasise, even in this cool down, it does look relatively warm during that period. Right then, let's move on to the temperature anomaly, if we can do that. So, temperature anomalies, here we go. Temperature anomalies from the 5th through to the 13th of August, warmer than average. It's not a surprise, given the ensemble graph we was just looking at. We're going to have above average temperature anomalies in the week ahead, not just for the UK, but through most parts of Europe as well. And also, the precipitation anomaly from the 5th to the 13th of August going to be significantly drier than average also. So a warm to hot and dry week coming up from the 5th to the 13th of August. Okay, so let's have a look at the models then. So I'm just going to refresh the page. The GFS 12Z is now fully out, so we'll be able to have a look at that. Be able to have a look at UK Met, and we should also be able to have a look at the GEM as well. We won't be able to show you the ECM, of course, because that won't update until starting 7 o'clock and finishing at 8 o'clock. So we won't be able to show you the ECM. We can show you GFS, UK Met, and GEM also. This is what the current situation is. High pressure is to our south, to our east. Low pressure is out to the northwest. We're bringing in these warm, humid, muggy, southwesterly winds. We go through to Thursday and to Friday as well, and we're starting to draw up those hot southerly winds. So here comes the heat from the south with high pressure to our east, low pressure to our west, and there's these very warm southerly winds drawing up from off the continent. Moving through into Saturday, now you see this is the difference. So there's a cold front coming in across the country Friday night into Saturday that does cool things down a little bit in the north. But down in the southeast, we'll have a look at bread temperature in a moment. Down in the southeast, it looks as though we're hanging on to the heat in the south and the southeast on Saturday, and possibly lasting throughout the weekend as well. That possibly goes on throughout the weekend. Some sort of thundery low close to the southeast on Monday could bring an increased risk of thunderstorms, and then through the course of next week, we've got to go to there. Through the course of next week, we find this thundery low developing down across the south and southeast of the country. This is a pretty ill-defined thundery low, though, so it may be that storms are quite scattered next week. We will have to wait and see about that. That's why I'm not committing to storm watch at the moment. I'm just going to keep a watchful eye on it and see whether we need to do storm watch next week or not. We go through to like the second half of next week. This is Thursday the 13th. They're starting to bring in some cooler air from the northwest, and it's beginning to turn a little bit cooler from the north and from the northwest as well. Moving up towards day 10, we're looking appreciably fresher, but high pressure never far away. This high pressure is never far away, and so as we go to like in the second half of August, looks like we're starting to probably pull up some warmth from the south again potentially. So we was expected this August to be a really warm, potentially quite hot month. It does look as though that side of the Gallus Weather's summer forecast. Gallus Weather's summer forecast has been patchy, but it does look as though that side of the Gallus Weather's summer forecast isn't too bad. Really. This is how the upper air temperature is looking with the GFS 12Z. So we're already in a warm and humid air mass right now. It is warm and humid across the country right now, but it's only going to get warmer from here. So hopefully the hover is going to start enabling. As ever, the hover is always a little bit patchy, wet as actual at the best of times. So it doesn't look as though the hover is going to work. There we go, hover's working. Right, so we're up to Friday. There's the heat that we're drawing up from the south. So much of Southern England within the 15 Celsius ice firm. That gets us well into the 30s Celsius. Further north and west, I think upper 20s is possible for northern parts of the country. We move into Saturday. Now, this is the difference. Earlier GFS runs were cooling things down across the south on Saturday, but this one is now keeping the hot air across much of England and Wales, actually, on Saturday. So that's a change of what the GFS was showing yesterday. Into the early part of next week, this heat is continuing. So it never cools down now with the GFS. It never cools down in the south and southeast. That means it's going to be a hot weekend with temperatures holding up at least into the low 30s. And this heat looks like it's going to go on into the early part of next week. And not bringing up the plus 20 Celsius ice firm, I should say. But this is a prolonged spell of very warm or hot weather. It is possible, actually. I think this is like 5 days or more now being predicted here of like 30 degrees plus to the south and the southeast. So it is possible that the UK Met will have to start thinking about issuing a heat wave alert very soon. It's possible they'll have to start issuing a heat wave alert very, very soon at the UK Met if these sort of charts carry on, which is something we have not happen. It's something that we have not had for a little while, a heat wave alert. But it is possible that we will get one before the next few days. Now, by the end of next week, it is going cooler then. Cooler air is dropping in from the northwest. See that with the upper air temperatures going from red to yellow. So things do cool down a little bit through the second half of next week. I think it'll be a welcome relief, really, by then. And then it's going to more extended range with the GFS 12Z. So it's starting to become warmer again, especially so down in the south. Though never quite going as hot as it will be in the coming few days. But even into the second half of August, looks like the hot weather is not all that far away, really. Okay, so let's have a look at the UK Met, if we can. I always have a job to find the UK Met. So let's go drop down menu. There's the UK Met. So that's how the situation is looking on Saturday with the UK Met Office. Again, looks hot in this southeastern corner. It's a cold front that's coming in from the northwest, a very weak cold front. Does cool things down a little bit in the north and west, but down in the southeast, it is still looking pretty hot through there. As we go on into Sunday, let's do it the old-fashioned way. So we go on into Sunday, and again, high pressure to our northeast, bringing in these east winds, hot still down in the south and in the southeast. It never cools down in the southeast. Monday, maybe some sort of thundery trough there, a little thundery trough down in the southeast, but most places looking dry, fine, probably quite hot too. Then we go through to Tuesday, which is far we can go for UK Met, and possibly just going a little bit more widespread with that thundery trough of low pressure. So yes, it definitely looks as though the UK Met is probably trending more towards the thundery side of things through the early part of next week. And then the GEM, I'll show you that. So can't show the ECM. It's always a bit of a nuisance that can't show the ECM until we get into GMT. So the ECM is bringing that cold front a little bit further southeastwards, I think, on Saturday, but still pretty hot down across the south and the southeast of the country, hanging on to hot temperatures there. But further north and west, let's have a look at the upper air temperatures. Further north and west, I think it is cooling down a little bit. So it's coming a little bit further with that cooler, fresher air into central northern parts of the country with the GM on Saturday. But still, the southeast is hot. And actually, with 20 Celsius isotherm is very, very close to that extreme southeast corner, like into Kent on Saturday. So it could be really hot down in the southeast on Saturday. We have been channeling Friday as the hottest day, but it could be that actually it's Saturday that's like the hottest day in the extreme southeast corner. We shall see. It's all to be firmed up on. We go through into Sunday, and this is how things are looking on Sunday. So again, high pressures overcut to our northeast, bringing those very warm or quite hot east to southeast winds. Never gets the cooler air down into southeast. These are classic summer charts. For anybody who likes hot weather, these are classic summer charts. It's been a long time since we've seen this in August. I can't remember the last time we've had these sort of charts showing up in August, but it has been a very, very long time. That's Monday with a thundery low beginning to try and pushing towards southeast. But I expect most places will be dry and hot on Monday. Going through Tuesday, that trough is pushing a little bit further north, so just early part of next week, still very warm, too hot probably, but with a growing risk of downpours and thunderstorms. All of that is to be determined. Now, I have an actual area of low pressure developing in the south on Wednesday, so that brings an increasing risk of thunderstorms from the south as we go through into Wednesday, and that could be a real thundery breakdown. This is Friday, so we get through towards the end of next week. We're under this thundery area of low pressure, so increasing risk of volatility through next week, and that doesn't look like it could be a classic thundery breakdown actually with the GM through next week. And this carries on up to day 10, which is Saturday the 15th of August. By then it is a lot cooler across most parts of the country. I will show you the ECM as well, but remember this is the midnight run of the ECM WF, so the 12Z is going to update starting at 7 o'clock and finishing at 8 o'clock. So current situation, again, we're bringing up those warm southwesterly winds. We go through to 72 hours and we're looking hot and thundery then, particularly so down across the southern part of the country. Well, we're looking very hot anyway, probably not all that much in way of thunderstorms. Maybe a few scattered storms in the southeast on Saturday, but I don't think they're going to be widespread at all. That Sunday, again, the southeast does look hot on Sunday. Go through to Monday, again, most places is looking dry and hot. These again are very, very classic summer charts that we're seeing here. We haven't had it in August for a very, very long time. Through the course of next week, the UK Met turns in, the ECM I should say, turns increasingly volatile with this low pressure pushing up from the south, bringing increasing risk of heavy showers, thunderstorms and downpours with it too, so that by the end of next week we are under a thundery area of low pressure. Could be a lot of volatility going on then with the ECM indicating a chance of some really big thunderstorms through the second half of next week. So we're looking at a lot of hot weather in the coming days, and lasting in the south through the weekend now and into next week too, and then through next week a growing risk of torrential thunderstorms breaking out. That's how it's looking at the moment. This is a rainfall forecast based on that ECM run from tameteo.com. So let's quickly try and whiz through these charts if we can do that. So we've had showery bursts of rain in the north and west today, but after today things are going to be going drier. Of course, this high pressure takes over and builds the heat up from the south. Things will be going drier as we go through into the weekend, though. We could just spark off a few scattered thunderstorms and whatnot over the weekend, but they look pretty isolated. I think most places will stay dry over this weekend, but through into next week, a growing risk of thunderstorms. This is the 11th, pushing up our first area of storms up the western side of the country. They look pretty torrential, and then through the course of next week it just gets more and more volatile, really. So look at this. This is the 13th of August, and we have got torrential storms there across most parts of England and Wales. Very rare on these charts that we see the red colours showing up. That's very, very intense rainfall indeed. So just gets more and more volatile next week with that ECM run. As I was saying, some really big storms pushing up from the south across most parts of the country through the course of next week. So if you're a convective fan, if you're a fan of convection, then things look pretty mouth-watering through the course of next week. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10, which gets us to the 8th of August. So no, it doesn't. Let's go to there. So it gets us to the 15th of August. So we've got 18 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure to our north end. We're bringing like an easterly wind. So it's going to be a lot of dry weather with that option, and pretty warm too. Maybe some thunderstorms in the south. 11 with high pressure just to our north or northeast. Again, we're bringing in easterly winds and looking very warm. 8 with high pressure to our northeast and possibly drawing up a very warm to hot southerly southeasterly wind. Another 8 with high pressure out to our west and bringing in wind from a northwesterly direction, and then 6 with an area of high pressure right over the top of the country. So I mean, many of those options are probably still pretty warm, you know, even up to day 10. A lot of those are still pretty warm and anticyclonic even up to day 10. In 2 weeks' time, which gets us to the 20th of August, these are the options that we've got. So 15 members of the ECM ensemble still have high pressure more or less over the top of the country. They're going to be mainly dry and very warm. 11 with a trough of low pressure through the country. That's going to be more unsettled. 11 just here with a ridge more or less over the top of the country as well. 8 with low pressure out to the north and west, and 6 with low pressure over the top of the country, bringing unsettled conditions. So it's like there's like a 50-50 chance probably of where we turn things unsettled or stay settled into the 3rd week of August. But you certainly wouldn't rule out, even into the 3rd week of August, that we might keep a lot of high pressure going there. CFSV2, so these are 500 millibar heights broken down into weekly periods. The first weekly period is going to take us from the 5th through to the 11th of August, and the coming week has above average heights to our east and northeast. We're bringing in winds from an easterly direction and drawing up the air from the south. It looks as though that will be hot and dry across most parts of the country. You expect a lot of hot and dry weather in with that in week 1 from the 5th to the 11th of August. Classic summer weather and something we have not seen very much of in August for a very long time. Week 2 also looks very warm to hot with high pressure over and to the east of the country, again drawing up the winds from the south. Again, you would expect that to be dry and hot across most parts of the country. Week 3 is going to be the 19th to the 25th of August. The high pressure changes its position, pulls out to our west. And we just pull in a slightly cooler and fresher northwesterly wind. It starts to cool down and go slightly cooler and fresher from the northwest in week 3. Week 4, though, brings that high pressure back in over the top of the country. This is going to be from the 25th of August to the 1st of September, with high pressure back in over top of the country. So this could well be turning out to be a very warm August if that verifies. If that CFS run comes off, then like 3 out of the next 4 weeks are going to have a lot of dry and very warm weather on offer, in line with the Gav's Weather Vid's summer forecast. Last thing I'm going to show you is weeks 5 and 6 temperature and precipitation anomalies from the ECMWF. So this is the week 1 temperature anomaly, taking us from the 31st of August to the 6th of September. The coming week has above average temperatures, this week I should say, from 31st of August to the 6th of September, has above average temperatures across most parts of Europe. So it's not a big deviation, but it's kind of like 1-2 degrees above average in many areas from the 31st of August to the 6th of September. So a warm start to September being forecast there from the ECM. Week 5 precipitation anomaly from the 31st of August to the 6th of September. Rather variable from area to area, but overall most parts of Northern Europe looking pretty dry. Looks pretty dry there through most parts of Northern Europe in the 5th week. We go through to week 6, which is the 7th to the 13th of September. And again, it's looking warm. So this could be shaping up to be an extended summer, actually, with summer dragging on into September. I know a lot of you like your Septembers to be relatively cool and autumnal, but this could be shaping up to be quite a warm first half to September, with above average temperatures being forecast again in week 6. And the precipitation anomaly from the 7th to the 13th of September is wetter than average in the far north of Europe, drier than average through many western parts of Europe as well. So drier than average in the Western Europe, including the UK and for Ireland, but wetter than average in the northern part of Europe across Scandinavia. It looks as though we could have an extended summer on our hands here, but we shall see. Weeks 5 and 6 is a very long way off, and I'm not sure the ECM has forecast this particularly warm spell that we've got coming up like in the next week all that well. I don't think it's really signalling this like 2 or 3 weeks back, so it does make you wonder how well the ECM extended model is working, but we shall see about that. Right, I'm going to head over to YouTube. I'm going to head back to YouTube, and we will be wrapping up the live stream, so I can see that we have got over 100 concurrent viewers with us right now. So hello, good evening, thank you so much everybody for being with us. I'm going to turn off the display capture. We'll stop display capturing. We're going to put up the image, and we shall put the webcam back up as well. Hello, I'm back. I'm going to go back to YouTube, and as I said, we're going to wrap up the live stream quite shortly. So let's see what you all say. I hope you all enjoyed that screen share section. I hope it's working okay for everybody. It's been very, very busy in the live chat, so thank you so much to Paul and to Savvy for moderating our live stream, especially as Savvy is feeling so poorly as well. So it really is amazing that you come through for me all the time, Savvy, and thank you so much, and thank you also to Paul as well. And it has been so busy in the live chat. So let's scroll back up. So obviously I'm not going to be able to get everybody in. It's going to end in around 6 or 7 minutes time. But I'll just very quickly go through the chat and see what you're all saying. Okay, so SB is saying at least it's not extreme heat. It doesn't look as though we're probably going to get the temperature back to where it was last Friday, SB, but I have to say, of course, the longer we keep those temperatures, upper temperatures between or hovering around 15 degrees at 800 HPA, we can probably start to expect a bit of an oven effect to begin to take place. So the heat will probably start spiraling. So even without that very, very extreme level of upper air temperatures, getting to like the 20 Celsius isotherm, even without that, it is possible that we will just see the heat building and building, to be honest. So that's why we're probably going to get to like 36 on Friday without bringing up 20 Celsius isotherm, because we already had that very hot spell last week. There is a little bit of a feedback mechanism that starts to take place with this. So it'll be interesting how hot the temperatures get over the next few days down in the southeastern part of the country. I've got a feeling we may see a heat wave alert being triggered by the UK Met before too much long, which is something we haven't had for quite some time. Brian Taylor is asking why there are two streams. There was a fault when we started the stream, Brian. So things have gone wrong with YouTube today, but I'll get rid of that second stream when I end the live stream. Paul is saying YouTube has coronavirus. Yes, it does seem like that a little bit, doesn't it, Paul? SB enjoyed the GEM. That's the most thundery option, of course. Okay, so Mikey Beard saying want 40 degrees. I would rather not have 40 degrees, Mike. I think that would be pretty grim to get to 104 Fahrenheit. That would be far too much for me in Gasworthy's Towers. Richard's with us. My good friend Richard Trott is with us. Good evening, Richard. Thank you so much for checking in. Savvy saying that August is turning into a classic. We did expect it in the Gasworthy's summer forecast. We did sort of say that the chance is there. So we shall see. It's still early days, but we shall see where it all goes over coming few days, Savvy. Johan is saying we got many cold winters last decade here in USA. Only 2016 was mild, but that's it. You were lucky for your winters then last week. Craig 98 is telling me it's a backloaded summer. Yeah, it looks like it could be, Craig. So also, let's see who else is with us. So Trevor Hall is saying Met Office have issued a level 3 heatwave alert for the southeast of England. I wasn't aware of that, Trevor, but I'm not at all surprised given the charts we're seeing. I'm not at all surprised that a heatwave alert has been triggered by the UK Met. So we'll be covering that in tomorrow's 10 to 14 day video update. We do not get all that many heatwave alerts triggered by the UK Met. So I think the last one, did we have one last summer? I'm not sure if we did or not. I'm not sure that hot spell at the end of July went on for like the 5 days. Did it? I can't quite remember. But I think it's only happened in 2018 though. Anyway, we'll cover it in tomorrow's 10 to 14 day video update. Right, let's move on down. We've also got Dylan Holbrook saying I wonder how the bank holiday will be. Based on tonight's output, extended output like the CFS and ECM, it's possible that we're in for another classic bank holiday, Dylan. We'll see. Once it comes within the time frame of the GFS model, we'll start having a look at bank holiday weekend weather. Right, let's have a look at one or two more, and then we're going to wrap the live stream up very, very shortly. So we've got Christian Hayden saying thunderstorms time in London. Yeah, it really could be. Christian, thank you so much for being with us on live stream. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody. If you've enjoyed this live stream, then please give us a thumbs up. And yeah, that'd be absolutely great. Setha saying, I feel like this would definitely be an 18 Celsius CET August. It could well be, Setha. It could well be. And we did predict that in the Gasworthy summer forecast. I think the Gasworthy summer forecast has been quite patchy. We didn't predict the cooler than average July, but we have. But if we get this August to 18 Celsius CET, then I am going to be quite happy with the summer forecast, I think. So it'll be good and bad, but if we can get this hot 18 Celsius CET August, then I'll be very happy with that. Andy is saying hot August, cold winter. I'm sure that's something we'll be featuring in the first couple of winter updates. Andy, I'm sure we'll be looking at August to winter data. Okay, Dylan's checked out, so goodbye, Dylan. I'm going to be out for the stream up I'm going to be wrapping the stream up very, very soon, and then I'm going to go and have a lay down in a darkened room. So, Savvy saying maybe, as Gavin recently mentioned, having a good August will kind of reset the weather a little bit. It's possible it will, because it's been a long time since we've had one. It's been a long, long time since we had one, Savvy. So, it'll be interesting. Like in the first update or two of the winter updates, I'm sure we will probably look at hot August to winter data, something that we've never looked at before, because since we've been doing winter updates, I don't think we've had a hot August, so it'll be interesting to see. Right, so I think pretty much at the end of the live chat. Hello everybody at the end of the live chat, and I'm going to wrap the stream up there as we are very nearly at 7 o'clock, so it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you so much everybody for being with us on this live stream. I think it's been a very entertaining live stream, despite all the problems that we've had setting it up. That second video that's sort of floating around, in a moment I'll delete that, and there'll just be this one version of the live stream for people to watch on playback. Hopefully everything will be back to normal with YouTube when we start our streams on Sunday, which is when we're doing the next scheduled live stream. There may be something coming up on Friday, as ever. Friday streams are on the fly, so there may be something late Friday evening, just depends what time I have and how hot it gets here in Gaswell of these towers. But the next definite stream, YouTube permitting, YouTube willing, will be on Sunday, same time, same place, at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much to Paul and to Savvy for moderating. Get well soon, Savvy. I hope you're feeling better soon, my friend. Thank you so much to both Paul and Savvy for moderating this live stream. It's been a very, very big stream, regularly holding up at, or certainly when we screen capturing, holding up around 100 concurrent viewers, which is absolutely amazing for a Wednesday tea time. So stay safe and stay well. We're going to see you live at Sunday on 6 o'clock. Loads coming up between now and then. And yeah, thank you so much everybody for being with us. Before you leave the page, don't forget to give a like on the live stream if you haven't yet done so. And yeah, so that's it. I'm going to check out, I'm going to end the live stream there. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. Stay safe and stay well. And we're going to see you on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Bye for now.